Politics in Kenya is never just about individuals. It is about people, about identity, and about where you come from. Every tribe, big or small, has contributed to the story of Kenya's democracy. But when it comes to shaping presidents, swinging elections, and controlling the national conversation, some tribes have stood out more than others. These are the tribes whose voices echo loudest during campaigns, whose leaders negotiate at the very top tables of power, and whose votes can make or break entire political careers. Join me as we count down the top 10 tribes with the strongest political influence in Kenya today. 10. The Somali. The Somali community may not be among Kenya's largest tribes, but their influence in politics stretches far beyond numbers. Their power lies in three things: unity, financial muscle, and strategic positioning. Concentrated in northeastern Kenya, and with a powerful business base in eastern Nairobi, the Somali are often the financiers behind political campaigns. Aden Duale, the current Defense Cabinet Secretary and longtime ally of presidents, is one of their most influential figures. The Somali vote in Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera is always solid and difficult to split. Over the years, Somali leaders have perfected the art of coalition politics, ensuring they remain indispensable in parliament and cabinet appointments. Presidential hopefuls from Kibaki to Ruto have all gone to the Somali community seeking endorsement, proving that their influence is firmly entrenched. 9. The Kalenjin. The Kalenjin are a true political dynasty in Kenya. Their influence goes back to the late Daniel Arap Moi, who ruled Kenya for 24 years. Moi turned the Rift Valley into a fortress where his word was law. After Moi, the Kalenjin did not fade away. They produced William Ruto, one of the most skilled political mobilizers in Kenyan history, and today's sitting president. The Kalenjin vote has always been a deciding factor in presidential elections. Their strength comes from unity. When they rally behind one candidate, they deliver millions of votes without hesitation. And beyond the presidency, the Kalenjin dominate county politics in the Rift Valley, holding powerful governorships, parliamentary seats, and cabinet slots. In Kenyan politics, the Kalenjin are not just participants. They are power players who consistently produce presidents and political kingmakers. 8. The Luo. If there is one community known for its passion and loyalty in politics, it is the Luo. Since independence, the Luo have produced some of Kenya's most charismatic leaders, starting with Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, who famously refused to take the presidency in 1963, insisting that Jomo Kenyatta be released first. His son, Raila Odinga, carried that torch and became the face of opposition politics for decades. Raila has contested 5 presidential elections, always with massive backing from the Luo community. While they have never clinched the presidency, the Luo's ability to shake governments, mobilize protests, and rally millions of people has made them one of the most influential tribes. Kisumu is not just a city, it is a political heartbeat. Any politician seeking national office must engage with the Luo vote, because their passion and organization can tilt the national balance. 7. The Meru. The Meru tribe often finds itself in the shadow of the Kikuyu, but underestimate them at your own peril. Politically, the Meru are highly strategic. They may not always front a presidential candidate, but their ability to tilt Mount Kenya's balance makes them indispensable. Leaders like Kiraitu Murungi, Peter Munya, and lately Governor Kawira Mwangaza have kept the Meru at the center of political negotiations. When the Kikuyu are split, the Meru vote often decides which coalition the entire Mount Kenya East region leans toward. Their votes are seen as disciplined, calculated, and pragmatic, always looking for development in exchange for political support. In coalition deals, Meru leaders demand cabinet slots, infrastructure, and resources for their people. That bargaining power has made the Meru a small but mighty political force in Kenya. 6. The Kisii, Abagusi. The Kisii, also known as the Abagusi, are a politically sharp community with a reputation for being fearless negotiators. Their influence was cemented by the late Simeon Nyache, a political titan who represented the community at the national stage for decades. Today, leaders like Governor Simba Arati and Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu carry the Kisii flag high. While they are smaller in population compared to Luhya or Kikuyu, The Kisii are fiercely united during elections. Their votes in Kisii and Nyamira counties are highly contested, and presidential candidates fight tooth and nail to win them over. Beyond numbers, the Kisii are also known for their intellectual contributions, producing judges, professors, and civil servants who influence national policy. Their compact yet consistent voting bloc makes them one of the tribes that can swing results at the last minute. 5. The Kamba. The Kamba tribe is one of the most reliable voting blocs in Kenya. Their strength lies in their loyalty to leaders and their ability to deliver votes in solid blocks. Kalonzo Musyoka, perhaps the most famous Kamba politician, has turned himself into a kingmaker. For years, every major coalition, whether led by Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta, or William Ruto, has sought Kalonzo's backing. The Kamba vote is concentrated in Machakos, Kikuyu, and Makueni counties, and when they move together, they deliver hundreds of thousands of votes. Charity Ngilu, Alfred Mutua, and other leaders also add to the tribe's bargaining power. In national politics, the Kamba are not just spectators. They are deal-makers who have learned how to use their bloc votes to secure cabinet positions, government appointments, and development projects. Without Kamba support, no coalition in Kenya feels truly safe. The Luhya. The Luhya are often described as the sleeping giant of Kenyan politics. With one of the largest populations, they have the potential to dominate the presidency, but internal divisions have often kept them from doing so. The community produces some of Kenya's most respected leaders, including Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, who currently sit at the heart of government. During elections, Western Kenya becomes a battlefield, with candidates flying in almost daily to win the Luhya vote. When united, as seen in the 2002 elections, the Luhya vote can swing national results. Their influence also extends to parliament, where Luhya MPs often form powerful voting blocs that shape legislation. The dream of a Luhya president remains alive, and if unity is achieved, their political dominance would be undeniable. Kamba the Maasai. The Maasai are one of the smallest tribes in Kenya, but their political influence is far greater than their numbers. This comes from two things: land and global visibility. The Maasai control Narok and Kajiado counties, both of which are not only rich in resources but also home to the Maasai Mara, a global tourism jewel. Their strategic control of these regions gives them a bargaining chip in national politics. Leaders like Joseph Olelenku and Kajiado politicians have often positioned the Maasai as indispensable allies in elections. The Maasai also have a unique advantage. Their culture is world famous. This visibility has given them leverage in negotiating with governments for development and recognition. In Kenyan politics, the Maasai are proof that influence is not about numbers alone, but about positioning and strategy. 2. The Kikuyu. The Kikuyu are without question the single most politically influential tribe in Kenya. With 3 presidents, Jomo Kenyatta, Mwai Kibaki, and Uhuru Kenyatta, their dominance in national leadership is unmatched. The Kikuyu control the Mount Kenya vote bloc, which stretches across Nyeri, Murang'a, Kiambu, Kirinyaga, and beyond, making it one of the largest concentrations of votes in Kenya. But their influence goes beyond numbers. The Kikuyu's dominance in business gives them financial muscle to fund campaigns, while their cultural solidarity makes them a reliable voting bloc. Even when they are not fielding a candidate like in the 2022 elections, their decision on which side to support often determines the outcome. From independence to today, no serious presidential campaign can succeed without Mount Kenya's blessing. The Kikuyu are the undisputed heavyweight champions of Kenyan politics. 1. The coastal tribes, Mijikenda, Swahili, Arab communities. At number 1, we highlight the coastal tribes, the Mijikenda, the Swahili, and the Arab communities. For decades, the coast was seen as politically sidelined, but in recent years, their leaders have risen to national prominence. Hassan Joho, the former Mombasa governor, became one of the most influential politicians in Raila Odinga's camp, known for his flamboyance and ability to command huge crowds. Amason Kingi, now Senate Speaker, has also brought the coastal voice to national platforms. The coast's strategic location. In Kenya, politics is not just about policies. It is about communities, about roots, and about the collective voice of tribes. From the Kikuyu strongholds in Mount Kenya to the Luo rallies in Kisumu, from the Somali financiers in Eastleigh To the Maasai guardians of the Mara, every tribe has carved out a space in shaping Kenya's destiny. Some dominate with numbers, others with strategy, and others with culture and identity. What is clear is this: Kenyan politics cannot be understood without understanding the tribes behind it. So tell us, which tribe do you believe holds the greatest influence today? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Kenyan Star for more powerful insights into our nation's story.